Yeah, but at the start, hey ho, everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Arydia, the Paths We Dare Tread. I'm actually early for once. For once. So we have a battle set up, and let's discuss what happened before this battle, the moments leading up to it. We leveled up. We told Thades about Rathan and Veer, the acolyte, who joined Rathan, and they're both doing evil. We learned about something called like the ritual of the Great Thaw that that Festin was supposed to perform before he was brutally murdered. We found Liaku the Dryad, who told us about this Great Thaw, and then proceeded to say, "I shall not talk to anyone ever again." And then she disappeared, and her card was literally banished. So I guess we will never talk to Liaku the Dryad ever again. We've made a substantial sum of money, which I can blow through like that whenever I need to. We fought some wolves and one kobold, and then we came to this tree fort where there are rather a lot of goblins. Yeah, there's like a goblin war party led by Scabfoot. So this is the Scabfoot clan. This being the eponymous Kurag Scabfoot, and this being his hit grid right here. And now we're in a combat. And the goal is to kill Monsieur Scabfoot and 8 of his goblin underlings. Now, I'm at, you say, there's only 4 goblin underlings in this combat. How do you fight 8 of them? Well, I'm glad you asked, and also sad you asked. I was hoping nobody would pay attention to that part. Uh, every time we defeat one of the little goblins, another one respawns fairly quickly, actually. Let's see, what is the... When you defeat a goblin, place a wound marker, and then place a new goblin of the type you just defeated on K, L, or M. Furthest from any exile. So yeah. They're currently here. As soon as we kill one, a new one is going to spawn back there somewhere. Yeah. And that's not going to stop until we have defeated 8 of them and also defeated the leader, the boss. So fighting the boss is going to be like priority number 1 as soon as we are able. Now, we do have some good news with this particular terrain. And also, wait. This event did not say to reveal the next tile, so we would have had to go to one of these entrances. I don't know which one I would have gone to. That's a mistake on my part. I should have decided before revealing the next tile. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cheaty face and say that I went to this one because this one's looks a little bit easier. Yes, quite. Let's see. So yeah, I think without further ado, let's just jump into a combat. Kurag Scabfoot just deflects all ranged attacks. He just auto blocks them, which is they're cool. Let's get into it because I don't actually have all night. And I'd like to finish this fight before I have to log for the evening. And basically just do this fight. So enemy turn. Zertle on deck. Oh yeah, we have some armor damage. Hooray. That's going to make this even easier. he said, knowing full well it would not make it easier. Narrator voice. It did not make it easier. Yeah. What are the enemies doing? Boss or one. While there is in fact a boss in the combat, he is in the very back. Let's get that card to the front and see what he does. With 0 threat, he does a war cry. I'm just going to make sure I'm reading that correctly. Warcry resolves 0 threat activation for all other foes based on initiative. Oh, goody. He doesn't even have to do anything. In fact, he doesn't do anything. He just stands there and directs his friends to kill us. Hooray! Okay. Well, in initiative order, that would mean we start with the brutes. The Scabfoot Thieves. Specifically, that one, and then that one. And a 0 threat activation for these guys means cleave or leave 3. If this foe has 4 or fewer wounds, cleave. Otherwise, closest exile checks, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so they can run away if we intimidate them enough. He's not going to now, but here we are. So this is a cleave of 3 on the closest exile, moving up to 5. And that looks like blue die. Yes, blue die. So he runs up here and attacks Zertle on the blue die for 3. Was there anything that I missed? No. Alright, that's going to be right arm on Zertle. With a base of 3 means no damage. Armor soaks it all. Good job, Armor, doing your job. Alright. I believe the closest exile to this is going to be Rix. So he's going to move 5. 1, 2, 3. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some difficult terrain there. Okay. Next we have the little guys, the slingers, or the throwers. They're going to do a throw or go 2, which is the same thing. If they have 4 or fewer, they do an attack. Otherwise, there's a check to just defeat them. They target the closest exile with a throw, move up to 5, range 4. Okay. Starting with number 3. It goes 1, 2, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4 range. He's within range of the closest exile, so just attacks. There's a red die, base 2. That is right shoulder. No damage. Armor takes it all. Okay. I'm going to keep my phone handy because I have family coming in for the weekend. Alright, can anybody reach any of... Or can this guy reach those? With a move 5 target closest, who I believe would be Rix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Not enough range to actually hit Rix. That said, Rix has a cool ability, or a cool opportunity here, because all of this is open. You can do lots of ranged attacks. Assuming we don't just die. Okay, well, it's Zertle's turn. And as you might imagine, we need to kill some things. We need to relieve some pressure on ourselves, but these guys have a lot of health. Let's see. Oh, this is another one where it's going to be very difficult for me to do my Pillar of Dawn unlock. I need 2 or more foes kind of in a in a top right corner, in a corner next to Zertle. That's going to be difficult. We have 0 combo. Hmm. Well, do we... I think we just do some attacks, right? Yeah, we just do some attacks. Just some regular, honest to goodness attacks against the guy in front of us. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna do basic staff attack. That's another nat 20, so look at that. We have 7 combo. Zertle has Lucky Charm, so if he nat 20s in combat, they just instantly have 7 combo. Okay. And of course, I get the full effect of a full damage hit. Huh. Well, I know who I want to use the heart or the 5 or the 7 combo. I know who wants to do the limit break. It's going to be Rix. We'll figure out exactly how in a minute, but it's gonna be Rix. Let's do some damage. Yeah, unfortunately, our hit crate on this guy is not amazing. But I think I actually go here, and here, and here. And I check. And yes, they gain 1 threat for the weak points. Well, just checking. Yeah, there's difficult terrain there. Although, okay, I should stop looking ahead. We have dealt damage. I'm now going to limit break. And we're going to do Rix's ability of Harpoon Arrow. We make a basic bow attack. And if it wounds the foe, pull yourself toward that foe any number of squares. Make a basic hunting knife attack. So we are going to attack this guy, because this guy's actually too close for a basic bow attack. We're to attack this guy. Make a bow attack. Not ideal. 13. Oh no, I haven't updated my endurance yet. That's a 10. Very well, I accept. I accept a 10, which is just 1 hit. Oh man, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. Okay. I guess that's what I do. Then I pull yourself toward that foe any number of squares. So I'd like to go here and attack with my hunting knife now, which is not on the overlay. Oh my goodness, what are these rolls? All right, well that's a 12. Do I want a second hit? Good grief. What a bad... What a terrible roll. Sure. Um, I... Yes. No, I don't need a second hit. I'll save my RP points for later. I'm gonna hit here with armor piercing because the first hit has armor piercing. Oh, wait, that's a 12? I only need a 12 for 2 hits. Never mind, I don't need a 13. Oofta! So that is 2 hits. I think I'm still gonna hit the same spot. No. Okay, I don't hit that one. I hit this one with armor piercing. And this one up here. Okay, and that gives them another threat. Which, granted, less than ideal, but still. Okay, alright. And it's still Zertle's turn. We have 0 combo. I'm going to use my species ability, my character ability, Dependable, to gain 2 combo. And then I'm going to basic move to gain 1 more. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, spending 1 speed. And then I'm going to spend 2 combo to do a light attack against this guy. Yes. Well, you know what, actually? New plan. Instead of spending speed, I'm just going to go there. And I'm going to shoot that one. I'm still going to do light. I just don't want to spend the speed. So there's a wisdom check. I have 10 plus 10 to wisdom, and I rolled a natural 1. Hooray! What is happening? It all went so wrong so fast. We are going to... Okay, so I have house rolled this already. A 1 in combat is not just a miss because that just felt so bad every single time it happened. Instead, it's just a single non-armor piercing damage. Still following the hit grid that you would normally have, and you can't increase it. As per usual, you cannot increase it. That sucks, though. Well, I guess I just... I don't know, man. It doesn't even matter. I hit here because I wanted to have 4 wounds. On the off chance that that'll get him out of combat that much sooner. Okay. That's Zertle's turn. And enemy turn, Rick's on deck. Let's see what happens. Mob, that's the range guys, are going to go. With 0 threat, they throw or go, and the throw go 2. So move 5, target closest, range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy goes 1, 2. Attack Zertle. Red, 2 damage. That is chest. Zertle takes no damage because his chest armor is pretty great. Unfortunately, it is a double item, so it just loses durability twice as fast. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you need to go there to hit the closest exile, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So cannot hit Zertle. Very good. 2 damage against Rix on red. That is left shoulder. No damage on Rix. And for some reason, my shoulder ember was out of date. But it has now been updated. Boom. Okay. Could have been worse. Rix's turn. I'd like to shoot this man in front of me, which means I need to move a little bit. Yes, let's gather up my actions and do a basic move. Gaining 1 combo. Go 1. No, that doesn't work. God darn, this place is so cramped. Maybe I don't use my bow against the guy in front of me. Maybe I try to... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to shoot this guy. So... let's just undo the move for now. I'm probably still going to end up doing it, but let's undo it for now. Also, line of sight, I'm going to mark the boss. Just get that out of the way now. It's going to happen. Alright, so I'm shooting this guy with my bow. Okay, once again, my rolls are pretty bad. Other than that initial nat 20 was great. Everything else has been pretty bad. That is an adjusted 13, which is 2 hits against this particular enemy. And I know exactly which 2 hits I want. I want this one and that one. And that means I get 2 more hits because of the critical point. Boom, boom. And then I'm... yeah, okay. And then I can hunting knife the guy in front of me. Which is not the greatest attack against him. My bow is so much better. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna not hunting knife. We're going to basic move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spending 1 speed to get that far. Rolling. Getting a 21. I was just updating the overlay real quick. And that's enough to get all of my hits. So that's 4 in a straight vertical line. Which means we have a choice. Do I go here and get a whole bunch of wounds, or I get 3 there? You know what? I'm just going to go 3 like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And that's Rix's turn. Enemy turn, Zertle on deck. All foes activate, starting with the melee guys, ending with the boss. Okay. There is 2 threat. So you can do a cleave or leave 4, spending 1 threat. And we start with this guy. And he's gonna target the furthest away that he can reach. He can't get past Zertle, so he's just going to go there. And then closest exile, which is Zertle, checks Charisma 18. Oh, that's not a great check for Zertle. 16 plus 1 off by 1 with a 17. I'm going to spend an RP point on that. I need this to go well for me. So I did it. And because I succeeded, he is defeated. We're going to put a marker here to say we have defeated one of them. And then which is the furthest away from us, K, L, or M? It's probably L. All right. And then we check this guy, who goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't reach Zertle, so Rix is the furthest away. He also has at least 4 wounds. Sorry, the other one is a new goblin, so he heals. So, yes, also has at least 4 wounds. So let's check Charisma with Rix, who has a +8. That gets us 13 out of 18. That's so disappointing. So I can't even RP point to get out of this position. Okay. So the cleave happens. There's a base 4 attack on blue against Rix. Right arm. We soak 2, take 2. That's the wrong type of damage. Okay. Next we have the little dudes, starting with this one, and they also get to spend a threat to do a throw or go 3, targeting the furthest exile with a move 5. So if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can you reach 1, 2, 3, 4? No. 4, 3, 2. I think you were there? Yes. You're at perfect distance. So you moving closer doesn't do anything. This one has no damage, so just goes to a throw 3, which is base 3 on the red die against Zertle. That's no damage through armor, but our armor is almost used up. And finally, this one. The furthest is Rix, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you can now target both of them. We're going to start with Rix as the target. Base 3 attack, except first, closest exile being equidistant. So I'm going to do Rix as the target. Rolls Charisma. There we go. Defeated. Spawns. Boom. You know, I'm going to count this way because it's easier for me to see from this angle. Point is, we are a quarter of the way there on defeated Gobos. Okay. And that brings us to Zertle again. I think I want to start trying to move towards the boss. The boss is the problem. It's him. Hey, he's the problem. It's him. So let's basic move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spending 1 speed, gaining 1 combo. Sir Soupford of Brothville. I love that name. Also, I love your cobbled together emote of the mage hands around my face. I love that. Welcome, Bean. Welcome back to another stream of Arydia. How have you been? Was it a good sleep, I hope? Okay, so Zerl needs to punch this thing. With prejudice. Is there any point in spending combo to smash? Ish. Ish. But not really. Not if things go well the first time. So I'm just going to use my staff. This is a strength attack. That is an adjusted 21. I'm all right. I am all right. I'm feeling the lateness of the evening, but still going strong in this combat. And I'm excited because I have family who have landed in town, but they gotta pick up a rental car and drive from the airport. So we got time. But yeah, they're gonna be here for the weekend, helping watch the kids and just hanging out. For presumably because my birthday was a few days ago, and they're here for that reason. But don't really need a reason. Okay, I'm punching a kobold. No, a goblin. No, I'm not. I'm general. I'm gonna do this pattern because if then I attack again and do well with my second attack. Now, game, I want you to pay particular interest to my verbiage. If I do well with my second attack, I rolled a 2. The game did not pay attention to my verbiage. My strength being 9, that puts me at 11, off by 1 from 2 hits. Okay, well, luckily, 1 hit is enough. And I just realized I forgot to activate the boss, and I'm not going back. It's too late. I'm not going back. Alright, fine. So the boss activates everybody with a threat of 0. Going back through the motions. This guy just moves 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy's just going to move also 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one would have attacked Zertle as the closest without moving. That's a red die for 2. Okay, Zertle takes no damage, but his chest armor is now completely used up. Don't you just love being a stickler for the rules? Okay. This guy gets to go. This is actually why I'm going back and doing this. This guy goes and tries to attack Rix with a Cleaver Leaf 3, but that means because he has so much damage, we get to do a Charisma check with Rix, which rolls. That was a 5. Sorry, I dropped the die. Where's the 5 on this thing? 5 plus 8, which is 13, which again, I can't even spend an RP point to get that to the 18 that I need, so that was a bad roll again. My rolls have been off point tonight. They've been bad, to put it bluntly. All right, so that's a 3 damage, blue die on Rix. Left arm. Okay. 1 damage gets through, and that armor is gone. Yikes. Now to continue Zertle's turn. His turn is done. Right, I've done all of the things already. Okay, and now we're caught up. Enemy turn. Rick's on deck. I don't even need to change scenes here. The melee ones go. Good, because I already have their card up. We start with this one, who does a move 5 towards the closest exile, which I believe is Zertle. But oh my gosh, yeah, I think it's Zertle. It's just gonna be difficult to get over to him because this guy's in the way. You gotta kind of jump through some hoops there, buddy. This one attacks Rix, who makes a charisma check, and finally rolls well on it. He runs away from combat. And once again, going to the furthest away is way down there. That is another defeated Gobbo. And another goblin back on the board. Okay, alright. It's going better than I had thought. To be completely honest. Okay. That was the Brutes. They are the Brute Squad. Rix gets a turn. And unfortunately, we can't just go and start shooting the boss because he auto-blocks any ranged attacks. Any ranged basic attacks. That means we can start spending combo to shoot at him. That's a good point. So if I can get up to 2 combo and get him in range of my bow, so if I get 2 more combo and get him in range of my bow, I can harpoon arrow to just run up to him, which is maybe not the smartest move, but also it sounds like the funnest move. And I am nothing if not an advocate for the funnest move. Let's gain a combo as a basic move and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, spending a speed for that extra 2 movement points. And then we're going to basic move again, gaining 1 more combo and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. It worked. The system worked. I spent another speed to get that far. Alright, once again, harpoon arrow is the name of the game. We're going to go like this. Spending all of our combo, it's all 5 of it. We make a basic bow attack against this guy, which auto miss. Oh no! Wait, hold on. Oh no, it's still counted as basic bow attack. Wait, but it's not a capital B basic attack. I'm confused. Maybe I don't spend all my combo. Maybe I just start using my arrows? Does that count as not a basic attack? I need to look at the rules. It's been a while. A capital B basic attack is attack with equipped weapon. Skill is use a skill. But the skill says make a basic bow attack. I would assume that's still a basic attack. How does my quiver work? Is that a basic attack? Basically, I'm trying to figure out what loophole can I exploit to shoot this goblin. Quiver when making a basic attack with your bow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they thought of everything. This guy's just a jerk. Just a jerk. I thought I was going to do something so cool, and now I can't. I have to actually go engage with this thing. Oh. Good news. We have 5 combos still. And moving here was probably not like the smartest move, but I don't care. We're going to use our bow to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I do range of 6? I can with my really good arrows. Hey, I get +2 range with those. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to use our good broadhead arrows. That one? No. That one. Okay. We use our good broadhead arrows to get +2 to our maximum range, which gives us a range of 6. And then we make an endurance check to see how far we can, or how well we can shoot this thing. Oh my gosh. Where are my soup powers? The soup has failed me. You have failed me for the last time. Oh my gosh. This is like the 5th 2 I've rolled this combat. Alright, I get 1 hit on this goblo. Cool. Very cool and good. I'm going to shoot this spot. You know what? It doesn't even matter. I'm going to shoot this armor off. I'm just going to go plink. That was... This is the moment in the movie where the hero, like, runs up, enemies all around, dives, ducks, rolls, loads up a special arrow from their quiver, gets all cinematic and slow-mo, and then fires the arrow. And it just kind of goes, boop. And the goblin just kind of scratches their nose like, what? Was there a mosquito? That was so bad. Well, now I'm having a good time despite being utterly humiliated. Enemy turn, Zertle on deck. Hey, the boss activates. And as we all know, when the boss activates, everyone activates. Oh, I'm so glad you got epic music while I was describing this epic scene and then epic fail. Okay, let's activate some gobos. So, the brutes get to do a move 5, cleaver lead 3, targeting the closest exile. I believe Rix is now the closest, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, very cool. Very cool and good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work, you two. Good. I don't want to deal with them right now, so I'm very happy to have them just away. The ranged ones will do a move 5 targeting the closest exile with a throw or go 2. This one's already in range of the closest exile and is not in range of of Rix, so does nothing against Rix. This is going to be charisma check for Zertle to see if this guy just runs away. He rolled a 7 + 1. That's an 8. That's, if I do my math right, slightly less than 18. So he does, in fact, do a base 2 red attack against Zertle. That's going to target Zertle's head, which does not get through the armor, but the armor is now used up, which is becoming very common. Yeah. If I have the time, I definitely do want to set up an actual, like, reactive thing that changes the armor panel status for me instead of me changing the colors as things happen. But that's a nice to have, not a need to have for the stream. Ooh, text message from the family. Just got car on our way. Very good. Hopefully we can finish this combat before they get here, otherwise that'd be pretty embarrassing for me. Not as embarrassing as that attack. Whoa. Rix is the closest to this guy, who's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, couldn't even reach if they went there, so they stop here. Yep. All right. Hey, you know what? Still alive. It's Zertle's turn. Zertle needs to get his butt in gear and get over here. I was really hoping this thing would just walk away by now, but it's not doing that. All right, Zertle. Prepare for the manliest of actions. You know, that's not a great way to put that, is it? He's going to run, but to go engage where he's more needed. Prepare for the most heroic of actions. There we go. Yeah, let's not genderify this, you know. Basic move. 1, 2, 3. Basic move again. 1, 2. Okay. Sick play incoming. Right? I could just yeah. 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 We're gonna limit break with Rix again. And harpoon arrow again. Targeting that guy. So first I make a bow attack. 2, 3. Oh, he's out of range. He's out of range. Basic bow against attack against that guy. As I was saying. As I said from the very beginning. That's a 20. That is wonderful news for me. This is the green one, so I'm going to... all 4 hits in this line going straight down. Which also gets me these 2 due to the critical points, which also means they gain 1 threat. But that's okay. And then I get to move any number of squares towards them. I get to pull myself any number of squares towards them. And then do a hunting knife attack. Which is dexterity, which means I get 1 hit and 1 hit only. That's me, a 1 hit only. Yeah, once again, house rule for me. Natural 1 in combat is supposed to be just you miss, but because enemies can't miss, I've house ruled it, so you just get 1 single point of damage, no armor piercing, no nothing. Just 1. And that's how I like to play. How you like to play is up to you. That could have gone better, but it also could have gone worse. We're gonna basic move with Zertle, continuing his turn, and go 1, 2. Oh my gosh, it takes so long to get away from this. That's okay though. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. Enemy turn, Rick's on deck. All exiles kill all enemies instantly. You win. Alright, they gain 1 threat. What? You're saying they'd be a little overpowered? Yeah. Yeah, and... okay, so there's a goblin in front of Rick's. I don't care about this goblin, though, because he is likely to run away on Rix's turn, or when it activates, not on Rix's turn. What I'm worried about is this guy who will not run away immediately. So I'm going to basic move, 1-2, gain a combo. I wouldn't be able to see him around that corner. That would be actually a bad idea. Let's not basic move yet. Instead, we spend our one combo that we have to do a staggering shot. So I get -1 to my minimum range. I can target at range 2. Targeting that guy. Endurance. 7 plus 7 is 14. That is 2 attacks. 2 hits. 2 damage. On this man. And again, I'm going to take full advantage of critical points. Go straight down that line with my main hits. Critical point means I get to do both of these. Well done, Rix. And then I get to shift 1 space. I'm going to push you back there. And now that you are back there, and you have 4 damage, maybe Rix can just wipe out all of those with Charisma. I can just intimidate you into the ground. Far below. I target this one with my bow. Yeah. that came from my soul. A 2 endurance check once again. And once again, I roll a 2. That is like my, 6th or 7th to this combat. I'm doing great. That's going to be 1 hit on this man. Do I want more than 1 hit on this goblin? This is this guy. Yes, but it doesn't matter. That's my official answer. Yes, but it doesn't matter. Alright, see you, Bean. Enjoy the walk. I will maybe see you later. Honestly, I hope not to see you later tonight, because that would mean I've been going for a very long time. Don't take that the wrong way. Okay. We've done our 2 attacks. We still have a minor action. I just don't have anything good to do with a minor action other than generate combo. So we're going to basic move, gain a combo, and that's literally it. I'm not even going to bother actually moving. Enemy turn. Zertle on deck. We got this. We're doing great. Spring's Blessing. Ooh, you can see in your mind's eye a garden in high spring, bushes and plants growing and flourishing. Active player Zertle chooses 1. Either 1 exile gains 4 health. Don't need that yet. Banish this card and draw again. Or 1 exile gains 3 mana. Banish this card and draw again. We don't need that either. Or discard this and draw again. We're going to do that. Save this for a rainy day. A rainy spring day. Boss activates with 2 threat. Ooh, what do you do on 2? The same thing he does on 0. Activates everyone as if they had a threat of 0. Boom. So we start with the brutes. They do target closest, move 5, cleaver, leave 3. Starting with green here. Already up next to Rix, and we do the cleave or leave, which means Rix gets a charisma check, and a nat 20 it is. That's a cool 2 threat, or 2 combo for us, as this guy runs away. That's another Gobbo defeated. That was good. That was a good start. Up next is Brown, who will do 1, 2, 3, 4. Brown does not have 4 damage, so just does a cleave. For 3. on blue against Rix. That is left shoulder. They really like hitting the left shoulder tonight. 1 damage goes through the armor. Okay. That takes care of the brutes. Now we have the ranged guys. So they do a throw or go 2 with a move of 5. Targeting closest. Closest to this guy is Zertle. He gets in range. Zertle gets to do a charisma check. That's a 13, not quite 18 that we're looking for. So it does not run away. It does a base 2 on red. Hits Zertle in the head. No head armor left on Zertle, just takes 2. And we continue with this one. Who just targets Zertle? There's a Rix. Oh, yeah, you know it's getting late. I'm just confusing names left and right. Rix gets a charisma check because this one also has 4 wounds. That is 16. I'm going to spend an RP point to make that a 19. This guy runs away. Oh, technically, I guess this is further away, so there'd be like that. Another one bites the dust. We really need to start hitting the boss, though, because that time is coming up. She is a coming up. And that brings us to Zertle's turn. And now that I've done this epic run over to here, I feel like I need to run back that way to get to these guys. Yeah. 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 So step 1, gain a combo as we basic move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spending 1 speed. These bridges suck. And this guy in front of me is also pretty annoying. We're going to basic attack him. We're going to break through eventually. 25, yeah. Yeah. Where do I target? What's the best target on this guy? It doesn't matter, does it? It really doesn't matter. And this guy just sucks. Okay. I guess I hit here, and also here, and here, and here. And then the critical points point me towards the things I've already just hit. And that was 2 weak points, so they gained 2 threats. Okay. Is there a way for me to hit all 3 of these spots? There is not. There's not. So I'll do as much as I can. Oh boy. Once again, that's all 4 hits. Knocked my Gobbo death tracker around. And we're going to go here and here. Why not? Why not? Okay. That was Zertle's whole turn. Enemy turn, Rick's on deck. Boss again, this time with 4 threats. still a move 0. Spends 3 of it to do a reap attack against everything around him, which is nothing. And then Warcry activates everything else. Starting with this guy who goes 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy who attacks or targets Rix, and there is no charisma check at this point. This is a blue die, base 3. Right arm. That's 1 to the armor, 1 to Rix. Okay. Next we have the ranged guys, starting with this one who targets Zertle. I do wish the check became easier the more wounds they had, you know? That's a nat 20. We instantly go up to full combo. And this guy finally runs away. And this is still furthest. Look at how much... He was 1 away from dying anyway. That's not much of a victory. Not much of a shortcut. Okay. And then Pinky goes and says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Rix's turn. Let's take out this guy in front of me if I can. Can I? Can I? Can I? Do I just hunting knife him twice and hope for the best? It's not the greatest move because it doesn't get me a lot of critical points, but I just need to have 4 damage marked on him and he'll probably run away. So let's do that. Let's hit him with a hunting knife. That's a 14. Not amazing. That's 2 hits. That's actually all I need though, because I'm just going to go here with armor piercing. And then up here. And then we attack again with the hunting knife. There we go, 26. That is 3 hits. And you know what? I'm going to go here, and here, and here. There we go. So we don't even activate the weak points. And then I basic move to generate a... Oh, I have combo. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to minor action, drink a charge off my healing potion to gain 3 health. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well done, Rix. Enemy turn, Zertle on deck. Let's see what they do. I think we've done all the boss activations. Yeah? Yeah? Maybe? Let's find out. Brute or 2. So that's the melee guys. Starting with this one. Ooh, they have a threat to spend. Boop. Which means it's cleave or leave 4. They target the furthest away exile that they can reach with a move of 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't reach anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think he'd go there because technically he'd want to go over to Rix with targeting furthest away because he can't reach either of them. This one goes, can't get anywhere near Zertle, so he's not going to try. Let's do a charisma check with Rix. 15. Yeah, we're going to add 3 to that. Make that an 18. Because I have plus 8, 7, 15. Yes. Okay. Leaves. Appears down there. We're finally getting places. My goodness. Just multiple traffic jams. All right, we just need to hit the boss because we only need to kill one more little goblin. We need to hit the boss a lot. And I believe we can do it. We'll just see if I have enough time to do it. Oh yeah, it is. That would put us at Zertle's turn. Okay, Zertle. Let's. Let's basic move. We're gonna be spending some speed here. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. Spending 1 speed. Yeah. And then we're gonna basic move again, spending another speed, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then basic move one last time. 1, 2. And then, now that we're in the middle of everything, we're going to limit break. And we're going to activate Pillar of Dawn as a normal action while 2 or more foes occupy a corner near Zertle. Place a cube on a corner of your square and immediately deal 1 targeted piercing damage to foes adjacent to it. So we're going to put this here. Immediately deal 1 targeted piercing damage to both of these. So take off that armor, might as well. And for the boss, do I take off armor? Yes. Let's hit this. Yeah, I've not even analyzed the criticals on this guy yet. Or do I just take off a hard armor just to do it? No, I do this. Then Rick spends a mana to activate Mark. And I'm just gonna remove that. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like what I want to do. Alright, and now exiles adjacent to this cube for this entire combat gain +1 armor while adjacent to it, which is why I wanted to get this out of the way. Also because it felt like a pain to actually unlock the thing. That's Zertle's turn. Enemy turn, Rick's on deck. Mob or 2. Okay, so that's the little dudes. Wait, we already know they're little... the ranged dudes. And dudettes. They have 0 threat, so they do a 0 threat. Target closest, move 5, throw, or go 2. Well, you're already in range of Zertle, so you do a base 2 red. That is left shoulder. He has no armor on left shoulder, but he takes only 1 because of the Pillar of Dawn. Nice. Nice. It's all working. This guy also attacks Zertle. Also on red. Also base 2. Also left shoulder. Zertle takes 1 more. Okay. I feel very good about this placement now. If I can get this guy out of here, then I can start just wailing on the boss. But it's Rix's turn. So let's do a base or a basic move here. 1, 2. And then one more basic move. 1, 2, 3, spending a speed 4. There we go. This guy's so obnoxious. I suppose I could use my fire arrow to just spend mana to attack him from afar, but I will save that for when they have more threat. Also, what is his weak point ability? I should probably look that up. Oh, just one threat. It doesn't matter. We're going to do a basic hunting knife attack. That is a 21. Hit me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to armor pierce this. Continue into this one. And then because we went through critical points, we hit that space again, and we also hit this armor off. And because I dealt at least one wound, I'm going to spend a mana to knock off this armor. Why not? Why not take a crazy chance? Well, sorry, downgrade that armor. And they gain 1 threat from the weak point. I'd say that was very successful. We're starting to hit the enemy now. Speaking of enemy, it's the enemy turn. Zertle on deck. These turns are now going quite a bit faster. Oh, all foes again? Are you kidding me? Yikes. Alright. The melee guys go first. They spend their 1 threat to do Cleaverly 4, targeting furthest away exile that they can reach. Move 6. I don't think anyone can get to Rix. Yeah, no, she's way too far away. So we're going to have this guy attacking Zertle. Blue. Base 4 on blue. Oh, sorry everybody. I just smashed my own models. That is going to be right hand. Hey! He actually has armor though. What a concept. So blocks the 1. Why are my gloves so bad? Sorry, blocks 3 total, takes 1, is what I meant to say. Okay, alright. Fair enough. This guy goes 1, 2... Wait, you can't get the Zertle either, so I think you would go the long way around. 3, 4, 5. Very good. Next foes to activate are the Slingers, who do the 0 threat, throw or go 2. Starting with this one, who could already reach Zertle, so there's just a base 2 on red. Sorry, Rix. Zertle. No, I said it right the first time. Haha! I did it right the first time, and then corrected myself into wrongness. Takes 1 after shield. This one targets Zertle. Hits head. Zertle takes 1 after shield. And now, the boss goes with 0 threat, activates everybody again. So we do all of that again. Except this time they target closest. Everybody targets closest. So this guy's going to do a base 3 on blue against Zertle. That is the same slot he just hit. So Zertle takes 2 after the Pillar of Dawn shield. This one can't get to Zertle, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we do the ranged guys, who will do the exact same attacks they just did. Base 2 on red against Zertle. Same shoulder, it means 1 damage overall. And then we do another attack against Zertle, base 2 on red. Same shoulder means 1 damage overall. Zertle, still standing. Yeah. We need to get this guy out of here so Zertle can start attacking the boss, but I think, seeing as how it's Zertle's turn and he's doing nothing but tanking, he's going to spend a basic action, a minor action to heal himself. Physician, heal thyself. Wisdom check. That's at least 20, so he heals for 6, goes up to 8. And then I'm going to spend a regular action to do my other medkit charge and try again. That's a 12, which just gets 4 health, which is fine. Yeah, we just gained 10 health. It takes them a long time to chunk through 10 health at this rate. Okay. We have one more action. We are going to attack this guy and try to get him to run away. That is an 8 plus a 9 is a 17, which is enough for 2 hits. And what is his 2 hits? So start from the top, go down 1, and then to the right 1. Is there any way I get more than 2 damage with that? No. There we go. Good job, Zertle. Thanks for tanking. I actually feel like I have a tank now. Unlike before, where I always felt like he was just constantly dying. Yikes. Enemy turn. Rick's on deck. Kaboom! Mob activates this. That's the flingers. So they do. Target closest. Move 5. Throw or go 2. Starting with this guy who targets Zertle on red. Base 2. 1 damage gets through shield. I'm just going to roll for the second one. 1 damage gets through shield. Got it. I like this setup. I'm okay with this setup. It's a war of attrition against Zertle, but I think he's going to be overall okay. Rix. And Rix has options for what she's going to do damage-wise. But I think... Ooh, you know what? Step 1, I shoot a bow at this guy. Yeah, try to get this guy to run away. Okay. 2 combo from the crit. And we're just going to go... Beep, boop, beep. And that also knocks out that armor for what it's worth. Don't plan on utilizing that, but whatever. Now maybe he'll run away now. Second action. Hunting knife on the big one. That's a 28. It gets me my full array of damage. And the question is, do I target this one and go like that, or this one and go like that? And I think I'm going to do this one with armor piercing and go up to here. No armor piercing on the second one. And then spend 1 more mana to kill this hard armor point. So no more hardened armor on the boss. And then I still have a minor action, which I will use to just generate combo. Since he's nowhere near the point where he's going to activate and do his big attack against everybody. Okay. Enemy turn. Zertle on deck. The melee guys go again. Starting with this one, Zertle gets to do a charisma check. Gets a 5. That is not 18. For those of you playing along at home, not 18. So he's still in the combat, and he's going to do a base 3 on blue against Zertle. That is right shoulder this time, finally. So no damage gets through, but the armor is now shot. Okay, I do need to look something up at some point after this combat, because my tabard gives me +1 defense against melee attacks. I'm assuming that's if it has durability, but I don't actually know. Either way, my armor is very gone. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you. Zertle's turn. Wait. Yeah, Zertle's turn, yeah? Yeah, Zertle's turn. I went to the wrong character, but here we are. What can I do that's really good? I think the answer is nothing. Sorry, that was so defeatist. The problem is this guy, or this guy's in the way. So I'm going to staff attack that guy. That is a 19. Really, a 19, which only gets me 2 hits. Yeah, no, I need to spend my last RP point to make that a 22, so I get all of my hits. Because I'm really hoping to just go boop. You know what? No. No, 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 no. Save my RP point. He's This guy could just disappear on a charisma check. I don't need to spend extra attack power to take him out, you know? And then I attack him again? Or I could do a light attack against the boss, which I actually am allowed to do. Yeah, let's do that. We spend 2 combo. Do a light attack, which is not a basic attack, finally. And this is wisdom. I wasn't even looking at Zertle for non-basic attacks, because, like, he has a melee weapon. That was a bad roll. That gets me to 14, which is 2 hits on light, which is actually all I needed. I'm going to armor pierce this one, and then go to the right into the weak point. That also gets me through a critical point to take off of that armor, and we generate 1 threat from the weak point. And then Rix is going to spend a mana, since that's just what we're doing this combat, to get a hit somewhere. Probably this one. Yeah, just knock off this armor. Okay. And then we still have a minor action? What do we do with our minor action? Yeah, nothing. What is it to equip trade? It's a full action. Hmm. Maybe. Maybe it is. It doesn't say on the card. I'm just going to assume it is a full action, and I'm just going to do a basic move to gain a combo. And not actually move. Enemy turn. Rick's on deck. I am shuffling my threat deck because this battle has gone on so long. We just need to defeat one more little dude and the boss, but I think we got it, honestly. It's going to take a lot for them to get through Zertle, and the boss is being chunked so hard in the meantime. Okay. Oops. Enemy turn. Rick's on deck. Mob activates. That's the ranged dudes again. Throw or go 2. Targeting the closest, so it's base 2 red against... You guessed it. Wait. I can't actually block any of this. It doesn't matter. What I roll, it's going to be 1 damage after shield no matter what. I can see why this is a once per day ability, by the way, the Pillar of Dawn, because that's pretty fantastic. Okay. Now we're in a weird position where Rix can't do a lot of damage against this guy. The hit grids just don't line up well. Hmm. Very awkward. Maybe I should try to target one of the little dudes and just get it dead. Honestly, I like that idea. Alright, Rix, I'm gonna bow attack this guy. Just knock it out of combat. That's enough to do many hits. I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna hit this space. It's not efficient, but I'm gonna hit it. And gamble that I will be able to hit for at least 2 without giving them a bunch of threat. Oh wait, they had a threat. Oh, I have to redo their turn. I'm so sorry. Whew. Undo. Undo. I will keep my 17 in case nothing changes on that front, but the little dudes will spend their threat, target the furthest that they can reach. Can anybody reach Rix with a range of 4? No. No. Well, maybe. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's not enough. Okay, so yeah, no, nothing changes. I keep my 17, do my 1 hit. Oh. That is my toddler. I'm gonna give her a second to see if my wife checks on her. Or she just falls back asleep. I'm gonna do my second attack in the meantime, because I need to finish tonight. Oh, of course. That's a 9. I gambled on being able to roll well, and it turns out I can't do that. Roll well. I can't roll well. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know what? Oh, it's a full action. I can't do that either. All right. And then we minor action, just gaining combo. Hooray! Enemy turns turtle on deck. Let's finish this. Finish this strong. All foes activate, because of course they do. Starting with the brutes, who spend their 1 threat. Today, target furthest. Move 6, cleaver leave 4. They can't reach anyone other than who's right in front of them, so they're both going to do that. This one, Zertle gets a charisma check. He rolled a 16. I'm going to add 3 to that. He's one. Yeah, no. Just do it. He's gone. It's fine. Everything's fine. The furthest away is now here. We have killed the requisite number of gobos. Okay. Well done, Zertle. Up next, Rix is defending against a base 4 on blue. That is right hand. They love targeting Rix's right arm and hand. Oh my goodness. So that's 2 on armor, 2 health gone. And the Vambrace is now completely used up. Oops, that was the wrong person. I'm wondering if I just heard a knock at the door. I will be right back. It was indeed the door. Somebody knocked at the door. It was my family. Where was I? Right. Rix just took damage. Whose turn was it? Rix just took a turn. We're activating all foes. Got it. We're back on track. We just did the melee people. The melee gobos. Let's do the ranged goblins. Who have 0 threat to consume, so they just do a base 2. Zertle takes 2 damage total. But going through the motions. Suppose if I really wanted to, I could have Zertle try to take these goblins out so that they appear over here and stop just harassing them, just poking them, but I'm not too worried about it. Not yet, anyways. Now the boss goes and activates everybody again. So this guy goes to the closest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one just attacks Rix. Base 3 on blue. That is left hand. Ooh. Rix gets not only enough defense, but an additional defense against blue attacks. So, very, very defended. And then we do... You know it. You love it. 2 more damage against Zertle. Oh, Zertle. Not even bothering to roll the die, because it doesn't matter. Okay. The good news is, it's Zertle's turn, and the boss is actually open. Yeah. Let's do this. I basic move to here. I swing my staff at the boss. I get a 2 because of course I do. I think I'm just gonna then armor pierce this. I get 1 hit, I armor pierce this. And then I basic staff attack again. Same target. That's enough for a full spectrum hit, and we're going to start here with an armor piercing. We also go here and here, which gets them 1 threat. But I think that's worth it. Also, wait a minute. I just hit him with 2 different attacks and dealt wounds each time. Rick spends 2 mana to just activate Mark twice. And I have apparently been very bad at updating the overlay for Rix's Mark. Whew. The boss falls defeated. Boom. When there are 8 or more wounds here, and foe 170 defeated, flip this card. Okay. The battle wars on, fierce and wild, until the chieftain falls, his axes slipping from his hand and disappearing off the edge of the platform into the forest below. It's quiet for a moment, then the retreat is sounded on the drums, and what goblins remain slide down tree trunks and clamber to the forest floor, scattering out of sight. Gain key item 203 and then banish this card. Goblins retreat. You've cleared out the goblin stronghold at the Grey Kiln. They shouldn't bother the people of the basin anymore. We need to find somebody who mentions another band of goblins, and I believe they are over in, wait. Yeah, they'd be in at the place with the stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm being very clear right now, aren't I? I'll find them. I'll find them eventually. It's fine. It's fine. We defeated the goblins. It is late. I'm going to gain my combat rewards. And then call it a night. So, what do we get for defeating these goblins? For defeating the brutes, we get 3 experience apiece. Can do. Actually, wait. It's a total of 9 experience. So if I take away a 1 and add a 10, everything's Gucci. Then we roll on the loot table. That is 1k for the party. Then for the ranged guys, we're going to roll on the loot table again. This time with Zertle, because, I mean, obviously. And that's 2k from them. I really wish I could get a 20 on the loot table, though. Get a free iron tier item. And then the boss. Once again, we're going to do Zertle. Same roll. 2k. Okay. We need to go spend money. I know that sounds insane, but we need to repair our armor and spend our money. Just burning a hole in my pocket now. We did it. We did it, team. We defeated the goblins. That was a pretty epic battle. Despite my horrible rolls. So many 2s. So, probably not, but this might be the last time we ever use the Goblin Chieftain. Rawr. And I'm sad because I used my Pillar of Dawn, and I can't get it back until we rest. And if I rest, I lose my Elvish understanding. Okay. Okay. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, feel free to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the following US and Canada Pacific times. On Mondays, 1 p.m., modded Skyrim. Mondays at 10 p.m., Final Fantasy VII, the original PC port. Wednesdays at 1 p.m., more modded Skyrim. And then Fridays at 1 p.m. and 10 p.m., Arydia, The Paths We Dare Tread, which is like a TTRPG board game in a box. Fantastic game. That's what you just saw here. It's really good. And I like when they did stuff like this, where the combats are more varied. Like there's more going on than just the standard combat situations. I appreciate it. Hopefully you do too. Everything I do here on Twitch is recorded as a video on demand and exported to my YouTube channel. There's a link in the Twitch channel description down below to that YouTube channel. If you're already watching on YouTube, then clearly you don't have a Twitch channel description to look at, but instead you have a video description to look at, and that has a link to my Twitch channel. So come watch me play games live. It's fun. Yeah, that's it. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting and chatting. Thanks for liking, following, subscribing, for the bits. really for everything you can do, both here on Twitch and over on YouTube, and I will see you all next time.